Let's say hi to Chris again, who's going to share more about her clutter clearing journey and how she's successfully clearing her clutter in her home without the need for an expensive home visit. Chris, you're on step 6 with just one more step of the 7-step journey to go before you will be completely clutter-free forever. And you've successfully cleared 7 areas and rooms in your home so far. So, what does that achievement of completely clearing 7 areas and rooms in your home mean to you?
Well, it's amazing because I didn't think to start with that I would ever do it. So I didn't think I'd, get beyond step one really. Um, so yes, it does feel like an achievement.
We talk on the journey about how long areas and rooms take to clear in terms of making decisions, and we calculate that in terms of minutes or hours for each year that our areas and rooms have been completely cluttered. So, have your 7 areas or rooms that you have already cleared taken the equivalent of minutes, hours, days, or weeks to clear and make decisions on for each year that they were cluttered?
Most of them, I think it was just minutes. The biggie, the spare bedroom, it was probably hours. I mean, it took me weeks, but in terms of how long it had been cluttered and the actual hours spent doing it, it was hours, I think.
Was that a surprise?
Yeah,
So, you alluded to it there. Which room or area felt like the biggest emotional challenge? And how
definitely
did you overcome that?
the spare bedroom, definitely. Because it wasn't a bedroom at all. It was just full of junk. It was like equivalent of a, I don't know, garage or a loft or something. It was just boxes and boxes, and I didn't even know what was in there anymore. I didn't like going in there. It was the room of doom, as one of my clutter clearing friends put it. Um, yeah.
So, what enabled you to keep going, given that that was a big emotional challenge for you?
It was having help, really, support from you and from the social gatherings and things. I wouldn't have done it otherwise.
So, what made the things in there particularly emotionally challenging, do you think?
Well, there was a whole mixture of things in there, but um, I think the biggest thing was not knowing what I would find emotionally challenging, because when it actually came to it, it wasn't as emotionally challenging as I expected, because of all the preparation and everything by the time I got there. I was really surprised that I didn't find it so difficult as I thought I would. Um,
So, it was the volume more than the
Yes,
emotion.
yes. I mean, there were sentimental things, but not as many as, I mean, I didn't find it as hard to let go of them. Some I did, but as I thought I would.
So, what's been your proudest moment so far on your clutter clearing journey?
Well, I originally really started because we wanted to have a spare bedroom to have guests, and we didn't have one because it was the room of doom. Um, and so the proudest moment was finally having a spare bedroom to feel proud of. And every time I see it now, it's sort of very motivating to carry on because, yeah, it's just so nice.
Mm. So you're feeling proud even before you've cleared all of your clutter. Great. So, how do you stay motivated when progress feels slow or you have setbacks?
Um, oh, that's yes, really, like I said before, it's having support from people who understand, and don't kind of judge or criticize. So it's really the friends I've made on the social gatherings and you yourself. Um, yeah, I wouldn't have done it otherwise without that.
Looking back at how you tried to clear your clutter before you started your seven-step journey, what is the most significant thing that you realize you were doing wrong, or an expectation that you had that you now realize was unrealistic?
Yeah, I mean, I thought I would just have to go in there and do it until it was done, kind of thing, like hours and hours and hours and hours, till I was absolutely exhausted. And I would go into a room intending to do it because I avoided though, like the spare bedroom. I never went in there unless I absolutely had to. So if I went in there to do some clutter clearing, I'd go in and then just feel completely overwhelmed and not know where to start. And I'd stay in there, just standing there, maybe looking around for 10 minutes or so, and then I would just go out and shut the door and that was that.
So that's definitely something you realized wasn't working and wasn't
Mm.
going to work.
Yeah.
So finally, what would you tell your past self at the beginning of this journey? So if you think back to who you were when you started your seven-step journey, what would you tell your past self?
I would say don't expect it to be quick. It's going to take time, but it's time well spent and it's worthwhile. So just keep going and keep getting the support of other journey members and Claire.
Lovely. Thank you for sharing more of your story, Chris, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.